Hi, this is Tracy, and welcome to the Woman Within You podcast. Thank you so much for joining us. I have a special guest with me today. Who are you?
I am Yoche Cosmetics, Yolanda Grant, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you for having me, Patrice.
Oh, thank you so much for joining. Yoche Cosmetics. So Yoche, Y-O-C-H-E. Interesting name. What does that mean?
Well, it's my name. It's shortened. It's Yolanda. Chevelle is my name.
Okay.
So I just shortened the Yolanda to Y-O and the Chevelle C-H-E and put it together. And it just seemed to flow so nicely. And it's, I don't know, just super unique. And I just like the ring that it has.
I like it too. So Yolanda, I did a little bit of research on Black-owned women businesses. And in the United States alone, 2.5 million women, Black women, own small businesses. And most of those business owners spend 39 hours plus per week working on a part-time business. So can you tell me how you decided to start your own business?
Sure. I've been around entrepreneurs since I was a teenager as a model. I met a woman named Georgia Thomas, and she was a makeup artist working for dating myself, Amber Hughes, back in the mid-'80s. Mm-hmm. And she not only was a makeup artist, but she also was a fashion designer who introduced me to other fashion designers, and that's how I got into modeling. Fast forward in the early 90s, I was working with her at her boutique, and she had Georgia Thomas on cosmetics. And I'm like, well, how did you end up doing that? How were you able to, have your own makeup line? So she explained to me the process, and I was just so intrigued by that. I thought it was so cool to see that she had her name on her product. So in 2006, it just came to me. God said, okay, listen, let's just try and see how this thing works. So I established my business, Yoche Cosmetics, in 2006. And that wasn't my season because things didn't really pan out the way I had wanted them to. Everything wasn't laid out, so it kind of went a little dormant. So then in 2018, a student of mine who remembered me starting my business back in 2008 or in 2006, around that time, she asked me, she said, do you still have your makeup line? And I still maintain my business information, kept up with taxes and everything. So I said, sure I do. I still have my makeup line. So within 3 weeks, I revamped everything because it was my season. She needed vendors for her grand opening. And, it was just kind of like a spark that came at the right time. And I was able to build my website and get everything going for my line, and I kind of like rebranded and rebranded my line, for lack of a better word.
So let's move back. You said that you tried to start your business back in 2006, mm-hmm. and it wasn't your season. We are the generation that has no patience, and we are the generation that wants it now. So can you talk a little bit about how you managed to not be discouraged enough that you didn't give up for good?
Sure. When I started it back in 2006, I purchased labels because, it was screen print.
Yes.
And I'm like, stickers, that doesn't seem too cute. I also bought, because I love things that sparkle and glitter and everything like that, so I bought appliques that had Yoche, and I ironed them on t-shirts, and I kept them, and people would always say, they would be kind of like intrigued, like, what does that mean? I said, what's my logo? Mm-hmm. And I didn't know at the time. I knew that it was supposed to be for the makeup, but I had to kind of let the makeup go, and it lied dormant, I would say that, not let it go, but it was just inactive. Mm-hmm. But I still walked around with my Yoche tee, and people would say, well, what does that mean? And I would always say, it's my logo. And I said, well, when the time comes, when you are out of season, you spin your wheels like a gerbil on a wheel. You don't mm-hmm. get anywhere. I wasn't getting any traction. So instead of burning myself out with trying to force, I'd rather things flow when there's a season of harvest, because that was a season of famine, and I wasn't able to move the way I wanted to move or needed to move. the season changed to a season of harvest, and I was able to get everything revamped in a matter of 3 weeks and was a vendor at her event.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, I want to go back to starting a business. Everyone thinks that you have to have a lot of money or a business loan to start a business. So how did you start your business financially? Did you get a business loan? Did you just take monies that you had from your household to fund your business?
Sure. In 2006, I didn't apply for a business loan. I went to the Center of Windsor and to Town Hall and registered my business with the town. I also went to state revenue to get my sales and use tax ID. Applied, paid the $50 that every business has to pay in order to sell products that are taxable, and that was pretty much it. The other thing, the other thing I did was I purchased makeup when that was like out of pocket money.
Okay.
So I would go to the hair shows because I'm a cosmetologist first. So I was going to the New York hair shows, and I started to see companies, and I would buy their product and they wouldn't have a name on it.
Okay. So
then I started just purchasing, trying to figure out which manufacturer I wanted to use. And then, so that was pretty much it. So I just bought my business license. I purchased makeup. I bought some labels that were sticky, that was peel off, easy stick labels. And that was pretty much it. So I just was trying to fund it through my full-time job. And that's really not the way to go. This time there was, money that I had obtained, and I was able to use that in order to get it launched or get it up and running and be able to sell my product, labeled and packaged and all.
So you mentioned that you had a career in modeling, which I didn't know. So that's wonderful to hear. So being a woman of color in that industry, you have a lot of experience with the beauty industry in general.
Yes.
So you probably are familiar with the trends or like what people like.
Yes.
Like, did you find that when you were modeling, you didn't find a lot of makeup that was your shade or that was good for your skin?
Yes, it was always, every time I would always be a little nervous when I had a makeup artist doing my face, especially if they didn't look like me.
Oh, yeah.
So I was always a little skeptical. The professional makeup artists that I've come in contact with, they knew what they were doing. Okay. When I would go myself as a young teenager or in my early 20s, my shade would never be on the palette, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, and I'm like, well, where's my shade, Yeah. So, it was kind of like, the people that know what they're doing, they know how to mix and blend, but being a young teenager, it was always, like the particular company would be like, well, where's my shade? My shade's not here,
Right.
So, but, now there's so much more opportunity for blending and tone, and I kind of sharpened my skills as a makeup artist when I worked for Glamour Shots. Glamour Shots.
I remember Glamour Shots.
Yes. You would walk in and it would the makeup looked like a spice rack on like your mom's like Lazy Susan cabinet or whatever. You know what I mean? So it was just like an endless and infinite amount of combination of color that you could use. So we were able to customize lip color, eye color, cheek color, and it was just amazing. We would help pick out wardrobe, and they would just go in there and just be glamorous, and we would hype them up, and the fun music in the background, the instrumental music in the background.
Okay, like pose, like strike a pose.
Yeah, and they're voguing and whatnot, and we're like, yeah, do it, girl. So I was able to develop sharpen my skill because cosmetology is hair, skin, and nails. My primary focus coming out of cosmetology school was hair. Then I worked at Glamour Shots and started to sharpen up my makeup artistry skills. And I realized that the skin is the largest organ of the body, the largest organ of the entire human body, and it's also a canvas. So almost like a canvas that a makeup that an artist would have, and the makeup is like a palette, and you just add to the canvas. The face is the canvas. So it's really an artistry. And I think it's so super cool, to make people up. But what we do as hairdressers, you sit in a hairdresser's chair, you get up, you feel different.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So we touch people and they leave feeling different than they came. And, we pray that it's a good thing, they leave better. You know what I mean?
I know, because I'm having a bad hair day today.
Oh, no, you are beautiful. You kidding me? So we get to touch people and we make them feel better. So it's always on a special day. The prom, the special party, the bride. Yeah. So it's always really, really, like a special moment that you are a part of. So I just, wanted to just add that.
I love it. Let's talk about the makeup, though. Let's talk about what kind of makeup do you have, and tell us what you bring to the makeup industry.
Absolutely. I have everything from lip color to eye color, primers, eye primers, concealers, eyeshadows, mascara, eyeliner, and the big thing now is the lip. So I have some people are, just want matte lip. I have matte lipsticks, matte lip paints, and others like a gloss. So I have gloss that's in a tube and gloss that's in a lipstick container. And it's beautiful. It's called Tender Gloss Lipstick. And it's a lipstick and lip gloss combination where you can apply it and you get, I don't want to say a translucent pigment, but it's like a medium coverage and it moisturizes your lip at the same time. So it's amazing. It's amazing. Highlighting powders. I have makeup setting spray. Just anything and everything that you can need for a full glamour face. A beat face is what, the trend.
They say your face is beat, honey.
Yeah. For the beat face. We have everything to beat your face.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So for me, I just started wearing makeup in the winter of 2018.
Okay. Congratulations.
And it's not all the time. So do you offer makeup lessons with your makeup? Or something along those lines?
We haven't yet, but it's coming down the pike. What we have done is I've featured my makeup artists. I have 3. We do Facebook Live.
Okay.
And we've done Instagram Live where they actually use the product and they're filmed live making their face. And just, showing and demonstrating how the product is used. And certain products can be used for multiple things. They had one of the makeup artists, she was using a foundation powder, but she was using it as an eyeshadow.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it was an eyeshadow, and it was just like, wow, so a powder can go anywhere as a powder. It's a pressed powder. So just like the eyeshadow is a pressed powder, the blush is a pressed powder, the highlighter is a pressed powder, it's a pressed powder. So wherever it can go pretty much anywhere on the face. So we've done at least 2 episodes of it, and we plan to have another one, but the launch party is happening. So where we had to kind of push it off just a little, and I'm going to make it a little bit more concise this time in terms of demoing the product that's being used, not the full face. This is the correct way to apply a concealer when you want to correct blemishes or you want to cover any imperfections you have on the face. And this is the particular one you use, or whatever the case is. Something that's more streamlined and not so vast, because they were doing a whole glam face on their own face. Okay. So that is coming up in terms of it being uploaded on the website. A particular class, I have to talk to my artists about that and see what we can put together. But definitely, because women are like, well, I don't know how to, I don't know how to use it. Everyone is comfortable with lips because it's okay. We know how to put on chapstick, Vaseline,
yes.
Lips, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So the lip is like the first, is everyone's comfort zone.
Right.
So
it's my comfort zone.
Yes, we got you. Yes. So,
okay.
Classes are coming.
Okay.
I can't say exactly when yet, but classes definitely are coming. I want to make sure that we're able to meet the need of those who are, who want to have a class or who want to, take a class, and it would be, we would come to your house or whatever the case is, set up and do demos or video, send, do it on video and just send it out that way, and definitely upload it to the website. The colors that I have are fun colors. I have lots of nudes. I have vibrant colors.
Now, I know you can't see her, but she's wearing this really cool, like chocolatey, like a chocolate color matte lip.
Yes.
And wait, I'm proud of myself because I knew it was matte.
Good job.
So, but I will put a picture of her up so that you can see it on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, so you can see this lip color. It's matte and it's like a chocolatey, and it's something I've never seen before. And like, I'll go to Sephora because I just learned how to use makeup, and I'll sit and I'll look at the colors, but I have never seen that. So listeners, I'm telling you, this is something special because I've never seen anything look like this. What is this called?
This is my matte lip paint. This is MLO2. So they all have numbers.
Okay.
So it's matte lip paint 02 is the color that I'm wearing today. And I typically, I love nudes and flesh tone colors. I usually wear a more of a frosty nude lip gloss. But I wanted to, do something a little different today. It's a special day.
Well, I love it. I know for
Thank
me,
you.
I've tried to wear matte and it didn't work for me. I need a little bit more shine.
Yeah.
So I know that you probably have a product for me that's...
Absolutely. I sure do.
Okay.
I'm glad you asked.
I can't wait. So you mentioned that you're having a launch party. Tell us about it.
Yes, absolutely. It's going to be on August 17th at Chocolate City. I have
Chocolate City.
Yes.
Oh, is that the new venue downtown Hartford?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
yes.
So new venue downtown Hartford, Chocolate City.
Yes, on August 17th, it starts at 5. So it's kind of a day party-ish type of format. I have Stephen Nunes from Hot 93.7 hosting. I have an artist, Phenomenal Don, who's going to be performing. We're going to have a pop-up area where you can purchase lip color, because that's all I'm going to have at the event. It's the most popular item that is sold, and it's just easier. So if you purchase a couple of lip colors, you get either a free tee or a free tote bag. There's going to be a backdrop for pictures and food and drinks, and a DJ Chaotic is going to be DJing there. So it's going to be a wonderful time. I'm excited. So come on out and see us on the 17th of August at Chocolate City for the launch party.
All right. Yoche Cosmetics. I love it. Now, let's talk about knowing that this was what you were supposed to do.
Okay. Sure.
I know you said that a former student of yours kind of said, hey, do you still do cosmetics? And you were like, I think so, right? And then you just, it kind of just clicked for you.
Yes, it did. It was like a spark. You know what I mean? And that was Edna Ramos Mosa's nail spa in Plainville, and it was just like, I'm proud of her, and I'm so happy that she was led to me to say, hey, Miss Grant, let's wake this thing up. That's what they call me, Miss Grant. Let's just wake this thing up here. And I'm like, yes, let's do it. So being I love my trade. I love the beauty industry. I've been in it for so many years, whether it's fashion or standing behind the chair as a hairstylist or being a makeup artist or teaching. I've been educating for 18 years. Oh, yes, at the technical high school system. I teach cosmetology there.
Oh, wow.
Yes, at EC Goodwin Tech. So it's almost as if there's like a transition or a shift in terms of the area that I want to focus on. I totally believe in my brand. I totally believe in the brand is not limited to makeup. The brand is going to expand, but we're starting with makeup. And I love the logo. You know what I mean? I love my name. You know what I
love
mean?
it too.
Yeah, thank you. So God, since it was easy for me to rebrand, that was my sign that indicated this is the time to do it, and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. I have to just give credit to my former students I was at a fashion show and one of them was hosting, and they said, we should help Miss Grant with a launch party. I said, oh my goodness. So prior to that, it was, I'm doing my thing, but it was just like a divine connection where they said, let's do it. And that's what they do, and they love doing it, and we have such a great relationship, and I'm just so thankful to them for helping me out with putting this whole thing together. And it's perfect because it's before I go back to work. You know what I mean? It's summertime, so I won't have to juggle too many things, so I can put all my focus and energy on building my brand and having my launch party.
I am super, super proud of you and super. So I just met, so this is so random. So I just met Mrs. Grant, Yolanda Grant, Yoche Cosmetics.
Yes.
And we vibe, we connect. And I'm just so happy that I met her. And I'm actually really excited for her because I can feel the success of this business.
Amen.
I can feel her energy and her passion, and it comes across. And I know that it's going to come across in your products. And I think that's what we want. That's what we want. We want authenticity.
Absolutely.
We want quality.
Yes.
And we want value. So let's talk about price.
Oh, yes. My prices, I'm going to say I didn't overprice my product. My product is chic. It's as a dope line. That's what I call it. #dope line. And it's affordable. So a tube of lipstick is not going to cost $18 to $20. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
A matte lip paint is not going to cost $18, $20, $25. It's going to be something that we all can afford. The target market is are women from like teenage all the way up until their 60s or whatever. Mm-hmm. All women that wear makeup, so that you will be able to afford my product. So my prices, you can visit yochecosmetics.com and check out all of the pricing there, and it's super, super affordable. And I made it that way because I remember during a time where I wanted to look nice and buy makeup and wear makeup, but couldn't go to the bigger brands because, or had to save up to go to the big brand,
right?
And only buy one item.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure that you're not, the woman that is shopping with me is not limited. They can purchase multiple items because it's going to be hard to choose one. You know what I mean? So I have so many to choose from. They will be able to afford it and not feel that they're going into debt buying makeup.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So.
And especially if you're targeting teens, because sometimes they're saving up their babysitting money to purchase makeup and to look good.
Huge. That's a huge market. Oh my goodness. They're on Instagram constantly. And with the Snapchat videos and they're just like, they are huge consumers of the market. So I wanted to be able to, so I wanted them to be able to afford to purchase products from Yoche Cosmetics.
So the woman within you will be purchasing 2 tubes of lipstick. We'll make sure they're good shades, and we will be giving away 2 tubes of lipstick to our listeners. We're going to have a contest. Okay, we'll be purchasing 2 tubes of lipstick. We'll go live at the event on August 17th.
Oh, awesome.
And we will have a contest, and we will purchase 2 tubes of lipstick to give away to our listeners. How does that sound?
That's amazing.
And I'm going to get some lip gloss too.
Yes.
So thank you so much for joining us. How can people get in touch with you?
Sure. I have a website, yochecosmetics.com, YOCHECOSMETICS.com. I have a Gmail address, yochecosmetics@gmail.com. I have a Facebook page, Yoche Cosmetics is what it's called, and my IG handle is Yoche Cosmetics.
All right, so you can reach Yoche Cosmetics on all social media platforms and their website, yochecosmetics.com. So every episode we do an affirmation. And so I wanted to pick an affirmation that would be about businesses and the success of businesses. So here's our affirmation for the week. My business is a huge success. I believe in myself and trust in my abilities to succeed in all I do. So that affirmation again is, my business is a huge success. I believe in myself and I trust in my abilities to succeed in all I do.
Woo, amen. I feel that.
So, of course, that will be up on our website, on our Instagram page at The Woman Within You, on our website at thewomanwithinyou.com, and on Facebook, The Woman Within You. Listeners, thank you so much for joining. This was super fun,
Yes,
right?
it was,
and
yes.
I cannot wait to try this Yoche lipstick and have our contest for our listeners. So thank you so much for joining us. And remember, you are strong, you are fearless, and most of all, you are beautiful. Enjoy your week.